modern-day fort, a palace of luxury spread eagled under the watchful sky, with the stark desert marking the time. This is Suryagarh, a chronicle set in stone of a time when kings and princes still ruled and chivalry was rife in the air. Paying homage to one of the most visited states of the country, Suryagarh promises every bit of the romance and tradition that has come to be associated with Rajasthan. The USP of this hotel is that it effortlessly weaves tradition with modernity so that the result is a stunning display of Rajasthan over the years.
The Jaisalmer suite is definitely the best room to opt for here. It has a lot of Jaisalmeri stonework in it, and that, along with all the historic memorabilia and artifacts, infuse the room with the rich local texture and heritage. With this panoramic view of the Thar Desert, I feel like I'm in my own personal palace. This room has everything. A really lavish living room, a dining room, a dressing area, a grand bathroom, a terrace with, wait for it, its own personal splash pool. But before that, to get over my fatigue, I think I'm going to go visit the spa.
To be pampered and taken care of, that is what you would expect from your hosts, and Suryagarh makes sure it meets all your expectations.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
I'm sitting in my private dining room and I've ordered lunch from the Legend of Marwar, which is the restaurant at the hotel. I've heard that Rajasthani food is rich and spicy. I can't wait to celebrate this authentic culinary experience. Good afternoon. Here's my Rajasthani thali with gatte ki bhaji and papad ki bhaji, which Rajasthan is famous for. I can't wait to take a bite.
Rajasthani cuisine grew out of a need to make ample use of what was available in the extreme climate. What you have then is an excellent example of tradition, innovation, and skills. While there is plenty to do at the hotel, if you want to spend a quiet time, the hotel also offers a range of experiences to see Jaisalmer in its full glory.
I'm going on a camel safari through the Lakmana dunes. This is one of Suryagarh's signature experiences that is meant to celebrate a sunset in the dunes. We're headed to high tea followed by dinner. And there is going to be dancing and music. I can barely wait.
The name Rajasthan evokes instant images of endless seas of sands. The idea of eternity takes better root here in these wild lands where nothing grows save human resilience. This is exactly how the Maharajas of yore must have entertained themselves. sitting cocooned by the desert under a shamiana, liveried staff on their beck and call, and the swift, graceful movements of the dancer, accompanied by the rhythmic tunes of the musicians.
Today evening, I've experienced firsthand a slice of Rajasthani culture and tradition. The high tea, the setting, the snacks, they were all just perfect. And I have to say, Suryagarh has left me with an experience I'm never ever going to forget.
It was quite an entertaining evening under the stars, with miles of desert around, silhouetted against the night sky and echoing with husky desert songs.
I've just stepped into Neil, where they have two indoor swimming pools. And I have to say that the candles and the ambience are already making me feel like a queen.
The shades of blue, bending and merging into one another, reflect the beauty of peacocks that the whole state is renowned for.
in blue.
Good morning, Pooja.
Good morning.
Here's your breakfast menu.
Thank you. So, what kind of breakfast do you have?
We have continental breakfast, American breakfast, and Indian breakfast.
And what will the continental breakfast have?
Continental breakfast has one baker's basket, fresh fruit platter, egg preparation of your choice, and fresh fruit juice of your choice.
Do you think you could help me with sunny side up eggs
Sure.
and watermelon juice, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
The Nosh is just the perfect place to fuel up for a long day of exploring the sights.
The architecture is a blend of forts and palaces, and the engravings are inspired by the Rajput and the Mughal era.
A lesser known fact is that the hotel has been built by the descendants of the very stonemasons and craftsmen who had created the legendary forts and the palaces of Jaisalmer. We spoke with Manvendra Singh, the man behind this epoch, to find out just what is it that makes this hotel tick.
I'd like to ask you what inspired you to build this property?
Ma'am, the love for Jaisalmer, or I would say the romance with Jaisalmer. My father has been in love with this place for the last 25 years. He was one of the pioneers to establish Jaisalmer as a touristic place and to outdo himself in every possible way to give Jaisalmer its new landmark was my father's inspiration to have to make this hotel. The same thing runs down my veins, and when I came to Jaisalmer, the ochre sands here, the music of silence all around. These are things that one can't keep oneself away once you fall into love with this place, and that is the major source of inspiration. Yeah.
And could you tell us a little bit about the architecture and design of the hotel?
Hotel draws its inspiration from Rajput and Mughal architecture. Rajasthan, as you know, is all about majestic forts and beautiful palaces. We have tried to incorporate elements of design from various forts. To name a few, you'll see in the hotel the elements of the Amer Fort, elements of Lakshmi Niwas Palace. It was basically to give guests a simulation of what it would feel like if a hotel was operating 300 years back. So that's been the primary essence. Yeah.
So what do you have planned for the hotel in the near future?
And we are going to add about 32 rooms, which will complete the hotel in all its respects. We are going to add Darbar Hall, which is basically for conferencing. We are also going to add a step well, and as we speak, work on a garden based on Mughal design is going on in the center of an artificial lake that we are making. Yeah. So those are certain things that we have on radar.
It all sounds so beautiful and spectacular. I can't imagine how much more beautiful a property like this can get. But thank you so very much for taking some valuable time out and being with us on our show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It just goes to prove what bars dreams have. Suryagarh is undoubtedly a deserving addition to the skyline of Jaisalmer and definitely a must visit.
I've truly lived out my fairy tale, as in the past few days, I've been treated as a princess and I've felt like one walking through the corridors and courtyards of this magical place. But like all fairy tales, this too must end. And so I bid farewell to another great Indian hotel. But I do hope that you will check this place out before you check in next time. Bye.